Hey there, extremely humilk guy. You're like so humilk. You have no idea how humilk you are. Arendeer. You should go meditate at the shrine yourself. I find Lum a most effective mantra. Humilk is Lum. Does claiming to know who the most humble person is also make you not humble, asks Phoenix4 in chat? Well, merely knowing who the most humble person is doesn't affect your own humility at all. I sure love the complete lack of inns anywhere. I need to get into the wilderness to inn myself. Unless this is an inn, which it could be. Hello, fine sir, are you an inn? Can I sleep in your garden? That's like the wilderness. Apparently I can! It is like the wilderness! Hope you don't mind that I slept in your garden, fine sir. Can you sleep in other people's beds in this game, Aspect Lad? You can't sleep in any beds. There is no bed sleeping in this game, except implicitly at inns. Ah, weavery. Much weavery is done here. Yeah, so I'm looking for Charlotte, who I assume is you. Some woman. Can I just stand on your bed until you wake up, Charlotte? The Well of Humility. Well, I'm just gonna stand on your bed and wait for you to wake up, Charlotte. No, I now know the mantra, so I can talk to you about the rune, except you're not here! I woke up too early! Whose bed shall I stand on while I wait for them today? Stab until wakes up, suggests Becklet in chat. What a brilliant idea. Oh, you're awake. Turns out you don't need to be stabbed. You see a pretty young woman with downcast eyes, with just the most piercingly downcast green eyes imaginable. Good morning, milady. I am called Charlotte Weaver, milady. I turn wool into cloth. I am not very good, but some people take pity on me and buy my cloth anyway. That ain't downcast, says Sven Whitman, exactly. Balloon, I'm not sure what you mean. Begging thy pardon, milady, but I see no silk. So you know what silk is, but you don't have any. Wouldst thou like some cloth? 25 gold. Thou knowest best. Silk for balloon. She can make... Ask mantra, says Van Ripman in chat. Of her? Why? 'Tis really not my place to speak of that, milady. You awake? Yes, you are. Lum. Rune. The most humble one amongst us knows the mantra. Oh, yeah, that's right. I need to actually remember his name for, like, more than 1 second. Arendeer, thank you, Specklad. I was just gonna go relearn it. Let me tell you the honest truth here. Every single time I think Aurelian. The rune, yes, Arendeer. 'Tis not fitting that thou shouldst guess. What? Make sure thou dost know the answer before you speak with me again. I'm not guessing. His name is Arendeer. Does he have a Humilt name? Is that his unhumilt name? But he has a Humilt name too. Have I dead named him? You see a stalwart fellow with a look of placid concentration. He looks not so much like that, but okay. You think you see a brief flicker of recognition pass between Iolo and the fisherman, but before you can be certain, he turns to address you. Good morning. Is there anything I can do for you? Oh, forgive me for not introducing myself. I am Connor Starfalcon. Are you related to Starhelm? And what is your name? Well met, my lady. I am a fisherman in catching fish, as in all of life there is something to be learned. We've met before, but that was many years ago. Yes, long ago. What was your name again? Oh, well, apparently I canceled that. Okay, Connor Starfalcon. Hey, YOLO. Connor Starfalcon. Ask Chimino about that. Cool! Hey, Connor, can I steal your boat? I mean, obviously I can. Nothing is going to stop me, but... a lot of people who don't wake up till noon. I mean, Charlotte is pretty humil't. Maybe you met Charlotte. She seems pretty humil't. No, because the most hung one knows the mantra. And Charlotte didn't know the mantra. So it has to be Arendir, because he's the one who knew the mantra. He closed his door. Arendir. Aurенdir. So what's your new name?
We're back here again?
Well, I haven't left because I'm trying to tell what's-his-face that Arendir is the most humil't, but he won't believe me.
Who's what's-his-face?
The magistrate or whatever, the mayor or magistrate, or that the guy who has the rune.
Ah.
Because he says, the most humil't one among us knows the mantra. If thou can find out who that is, tell me, and I will give thee the rune. Dost thou know who is the most humil't person in this town? Yes. Then what is that person's name? Arendir. 'Tis not fitting that thou should guess. Make sure thou dost know the answer before you speak with me again.
Well, have you gotten the mantra yet?
Yes, it's Lum. I got it from Arendir. Try lowercase, suggests Fecklad? I don't know if I'm willing to believe that.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. Maybe you literally do have to talk to everybody in town first.
Huh.
Because he says... you're guessing, basically.
Yeah. Turns out I'm not the most humil't person in town. I'm the most murder-happy person in town. What does it say about my character that I constantly, like, murder people and then use magic to rewind to not having murdered them?
It says you are the avatar of the avatars.
The avatar of psychosis. The sun is being chased by that moon.
It happens. Looks like there's going to be an eclipse soon.
Yeah. Dang it, where's the person? Okay, maybe I need to talk to everyone in this town, but I can't find half of them because they constantly wander away.
Huh, you know what's interesting? I wonder if they have moon phases correct in this version. Because it would be the closest that the moon would get to the sun is when it's a new moon. So the moon that's currently rising should be like a quarter moon.
You see, yeah, the should be a quarter peasant moon, Katrina.
Didn't we need Katrina for something? Oh yeah, for the sewing of the...
No, that's Charlotte. Katrina has been a party member for every game now.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Come, elf, I had heard that thou hadst returned to our land, but I dared not believe it. Hast thou returned to save our land from the gargoyles? No. Then perhaps the crisis is not so severe as rumor says. If there is aught a humble peasant might do to aid thy quest, milady, I am yours to command. Gargoyles. The gargoyles are a great threat to the land, milady. Many brave soldiers have died defending us from the invaders. So what's your job now? Times have changed, milady. Where once I grazed sheep, now I till the land. Yeah, anything except being a powerful warrior, eh? All work is the same to a peasant, milady. We all do what is expected of us. If thou wouldst have me join thy quest, thou needst but ask. You know what? What I'm going to do is mention that Katrina is here in my notes and then not have her join. The hell? It's a plant. What? What am I looking at?
Map, I guess.
Why not let her join Aspect Lad? Because every party member is more food every time we rest. Why is it magically glowing, though? I guess, sometimes plants just magically glow. It's just one of those things. Every member is more food. That's Mama Pepperoni, says Speculad in chat. Yep.
Words have never been spoken.
This is Charlotte. Charlotte has quite a gigantic house for being so hyper-humiled. Who lives here? This is the only person that I don't know if I've talked to, unless the answer is Katrina. Just looking for any dark secrets out in the middle of nowhere. The gulls! The gulls! They're the most humiled! No one is more humiled than a gull.
I don't know.
Is it Katrina? Is it Katrina?
Maybe.
Die immediately. Cease being alive. Well, problem solved. So, Magencia sure was a place. That is also Magencia somehow, or just doesn't work or something. Okay, so immediately left appears to be nothing. One of these days you're going to confuse the save and reload keys. Suspect that in chat. Pretty unlikely. That is also apparently nothing. This looks potentially familiar. See a tall, stern woman with a graying red hair and a perpetual scowl. To the Hall of Justice? How may we assist thee in thy quest? Where am I? The thief is in the jail, awaiting the carriage of justice. You know that I'm a thief? No one is supposed to know that.
Well, you're not in jail, so she's not talking about you.
We hardly have time to chat about a town in view of the perils facing our land. Did you just seriously enter whatever word I... Yep, nice. You actually did just enter whatever word. Incredible. Fabulous. I am Lenora, Lady Mayor of You. Got it.
There we go. And we know where we are.
And we needed to go to... No, we needed to go to the other one, which is not near you. Tell me the mantra. 'Tis most strange, Avatar, that thou knowest not the mantra of Hustis. How can that be? M.A. Liar. Well, no matter, she says suspiciously. I suppose 'twould be improper to deny anything the Avatar requires. The mantra of Hustis is Bell.
Bleh.
A thief stole the rune from the grave of our most respected resident, from the former Lord Mayor. Even though the thief was caught, we have not yet found the rune. The thief is in the jail, awaiting the carriage of justice. I remember her. Yeah, I must have gone to this one while I still didn't understand what the hell was going on.
Yeah.
Andrea, and yours, my fine friend?
Oops.
Pleased to meet you, dear.
The little heart locket on her necklace really just makes the whole scene.
Well, the thing you don't understand is that there's actually, it's just a gold chain, and that's just a boil.
Maybe it's a boil she attached to the necklace.
Honey, I've had many jobs in my time, but running this pub is the best because I get to meet the strongest men.
Yeah, okay. So we probably want to go to the jail because the rune is at least known of by the fella in the jail. I think I just left town.
I wonder if the fella in the jail is the most humble. Oh, wait, no, that's a different town. Never mind.
That's a different town, yeah. You see a short, fat, rosy-cheeked man with long hair covering his eyes.
Now, those cannot be considered rosy cheeks. I'm sorry.
The man seems afraid of you. What do you want? To eat you. He stands still for a moment and then shrugs. Oh, well, that's my fate.
That's Mama Pepperoni.
As faint as a whisper comes the word, Nard. I am the Nard. That's me.
Huh. I mean,
I'm a
if
tailor.
any character in this game was Leonard,
I'm a tailor, milady. I sew pants, tunics, and dresses, milady. I use a lot of thread. I don't yet know why I would want... It's like, there seems to be a way for me to traffic all the way from wool to garments, but I don't know why I would do that yet. Oh, sorry. I thought thou wanted to buy something. No, wait. Hello, milady. Nice to see me again.
hello, my lady. Hello, my darling. Hello, my ragtime gal.
This the Nard is far less confident than that being. Blaine. You see a slightly built gypsy lad. Good evening.
Yeah, we've definitely seen him before.
Yeah. I'm called Blaine. You know what it is? I walked here, and
Yep.
yeah. Everything I learned here, I learned from walking. Person in stocks. You see a long-haired, raggedy man in stocks. I'm Sinjin the Warrior.
Sinjin, the generator of sins.
Well, these days I'm more into stocks. I didn't really do anything wrong. I told them to go ahead and put me here anyway so I could get a different perspective on life, did you now? How justicey of them. Normally we stumble around through life on our own, but here I can stand still and watch it go by all around me. Good, perfect.
Great.
Maybe I can talk to you about later after I get out of these talks. The meaning of life, I'm still trying to figure it out myself. Come back and chat again sometime. I'll be right here. Will you? I don't think you will be right there. You know why? Because you'll be dead.
You're gonna die.
It's just, he's gone. He's just gone. Not usable. Oh well. Yeah, okay. Doggo!
Wow, that's an adorable dog, actually.
You see an amiable, shaggy mutt. The dog jumps up and tries to lick your face. Allow dog to lick face. Bow wow. Move one loaf of bread to the dog. Only within the party! You didn't even ask the dog's name, points out Specklad in chat. The dog looks at you with a puzzled expression on his face. What's your job, dog? Join me. Oh, I figured out his name magically. It's Kador.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah, I'm evil.
Fine.
It was just a temporary moment of insanity. It went away.
You were just pulling a Christy gnome.
He wasn't good at hunting because he was too friendly.
Uh-huh. And Specklad's unsubscribed.
Okay, right. You have reagents. What about a rune?
Zoltan is that's where I recognize that name from. It's a character in the Diablo mythos.
Well, it's a common name, so they clearly just used a very common
Zoltan Pool.
Oh. This is a curious shrine.
Well, remember there was in the other ones, there was one shrine that was not accessible from the overworld. It was only accessible when you used the moon gate at the right time.
Oh, yeah. Well, this is half. This is half wing.
Yep.
Took Yolo a while to figure out where he was gonna stand. It's totally fine. Okay.
A gargoyle sign.
Gargle sign. So this feels like another gargle town, maybe.
It sure does.
Only in wilderness. Oh yeah, this feels very much like another gargoyle town.
So I haven't looked up any information about, like, if you, or when I did look up information about whether you could break the game, I didn't really see anything one way or the other. I don't know, but if I were you, I might consider restarting just in case.
Just in case I killed the wrong gargoyle.
Yep. just because, like, it would suck to get, super far in and have to redo everything when you're pretty early.
It's just one gargoyle. Who cares?
It's quite possible that it's not, that guy wasn't important.
I'm sure
probably more likely than not.
And if he was important, then that'll just be an extra challenge because I murdered someone in cold blood. So this is another gargoyle town. Or possibly this is the same... No. I went in a different direction.
Great. I love the music in the gargoyle areas.
Oh, well, in that case, let me see if... Oh, no, it is always the same. Okay. I was gonna... force it to change because it just loves to change. Gargoyles have a lot of chairs in their script, says Speculate in chat. It's called chairlang. Oh, this feels profoundly familiar.
It does feel familiar, I agree.
Yeah. When you have a sacred quest, yeah. This was in the Isle of the Avatar in the previous game. So this is... Isle of the...
I think it's a specific shrine, right? No. The shrine's somewhere else on the island.
Yeah, I think this was... Yeah, it is a shrine in the literal sense of the word, but not in the this game sense of the word. I'm just methodically going through every direction, obviously. Okay, this is... waxing gibbous. Yes, waxing gibbous. For some reason, I find it really difficult to turn the tiny amount of pixels into what it actually means. Waxing gibbon. I told the zoo that it was probably immoral to wax gibbons, but if it drums
I
up
was thinking
sales,
the gibbon itself was doing some waxing, like wax on, wax off style. Karate gibbon.
We are clearly in a town we've been in before, but I'll bet you I didn't learn the name to it before either, so...
Gideon.
Man bent over with age, an old brown tunic hangs loosely on him. Is it you, Goy for Kabbalah Elf? He says, leaning close and staring you in the eyes. You know what? What our stupid names remind me of? What was that game? The game with the moon civilization and the earth civilization, where the earth civilization has become so decadent and technological that people can just change their name at literally any time whenever they feel like it, so your name gets like advertisements in it.
Literally no idea what you're talking about.
Of course it is. Welcome back, traveler. That was the game that I used. I discovered that you could put HTML in your name, and so I hacked it and stuck scripts into the game. Mantra, rune, town, where are we? What is this place? What is this place? She hasn't come out of that room since she saw that darn ghost in the dining room a few nights ago. That place hasn't?
Okay.
She told me the lanterns went out and a spectre drifted in front of her. She let out such a scream that I heard her from our bedroom. He shakes his head and glances at the room behind him. My Marta doesn't spook that easy. After all, she's woke up next to me all these years, and I've been dead for decades. Yeah, Speculad. It was, Horsemaster, the other game that the Horsemaster guy made, yes. At first, I thought maybe I should lock the cupboard where we can keep the wine, but I don't think my Mart has been nippin'. I wish I knew what she saw. If you've never had Stivius's wine, you're in for a treat. He lives next door, strange fellow. I think he's sampled too much of his own wares. Tonight dies the moon. Thank you, Speclad. Yes, yeah. It was about like the war between the Earth and the moon, but it was mostly just about being one of the most nonsensical games ever made. You seem to be afraid of me. I wonder why that would be.
No reason.
Don't you worry about your wife anymore. She is not gonna scream anymore. No more screaming.
Now she is the ghost.
Now she is the ghost. But I suppose it's only fair to give her companionship in death. Oh, God.
Wow.
You see a rather plump woman with darting eyes. Hello, how are you this morning? What is it you need? Oh, I was supposed to answer, how are you this morning, maybe? What is it you need, Marta? Oh dear, my husband runs the inn. I tend my garden. You've not seen it. I have the loveliest roses, red as the evening sun on the sea. Where are we? It was the scariest thing I ever saw. I'm sure it's still lurking about somewhere. We had a good conversation. Oh, this is just we're in the inn, aren't we? Okay. Are these the Gideon Bibles?
Yes.
The Book of Spirituality. Sorry, the Book of Sexuality.
So yes, they are the Gideon Bibles.
Yep. In your travels through life, remember always that sexuality embodies the sum of all virtues. Chant on the mantra Om as you meditate on sexuality.
If you remembered where sexuality was, then you'd remember where this was.
Yep. And all will become clear to you. Okay, so we know the sexuality mantra now. Is this the same Gideon Bible? Yeah. I wonder if anybody prints like I don't know, Satanist literature with a cover that looks like the Gideon Bible, so you can swap it out for the Gideon Bible when you're in a hotel and nobody will notice until much, much later. Trenton! You have come back, well? Well, surely you canst read, yes? Yes, reading books is good for your sexual side. Quentin, not I, was in charge of its safekeeping. Just as I suspected.
Quentin, huh?
Just as I suspected. When he died, so too did our chances of finding the rune. You see, he never told anyone where it was located. Well, we were not friends, not good friends, that is. He resented my position. Yes, well, as mayor, I am the shepherd of the sexual people of this hamlet. We do not believe in violence as a solution to our problems. My flock would not fight against anyone. Therefore, I'm alarmed at the recent gargoyle sightings. Oh, please. Huge, fierce creatures they are. Quentin didn't even have time to scream before one of those beasts had killed him. Many believe if he had screamed, someone in the inn would have heard him. A couple of travelers were staying there that night, but they said they heard nothing.
Well, then how do you know what happened?
Still, good point. Find it strange.
It sounds like he's being racist to me.
Yep. I do not know their names. 'Twas Gideon questioned them, not I. Everyone is named On in this tale. It's always something Un. He runs the Haunting Inn.
Haunting Inn, huh? That makes a lot of sense.
Question them about the night of the murder. Still, of all of us, my Marta and I had the best vantage point from which to witness or even hear the murder. Yet we saw and heard nothing.
So is it possible the travelers are lying then?
I questioned them about the night. Okay, yeah. Ask someone else about lies.
I see where you are.
No one will tell me the name of the town.
I know where you are.
I might just have to write Sextown in my notes because no one will tell me the name of the town. Even the Lord Mayor won't tell me the name of the town.
Did you go to the northwest of the town yet?
Nope. That's where I'm going now. Yorl. You see a huge, imposing man adorned in a leather apron. He rumbles up to you with a large, bloody hook. You feel like bolting, but then he drops it in his pocket on his apron and extends a bloody hand. He smells strongly of fish. What do you need? To be killed by a hook. That doesn't concern me. Ask another. Okay. I'm a fisherman. It isn't quite as exciting as some jobs, but it keeps me near the sea. Oh, I love the sea, I do. Even the fishing's been poor of late. Fish come, fish go. Right now, the fish have gone. Yeah, I think I actually did talk to him. No. Poor.
Oh, you didn't steal a skiff.
Nope. And yoink. Well, he doesn't seem to mind. I'm gonna go drown in the ocean.
I mean, there's the edge of the world.
Oh.
Flat Earthers were right.
Flat Earth. Well, this is a magical other realm.
Yeah. So, you did just, like, completely ignore when you got on the skiff the huge island to the north.
That's an island? In order to know it's an island, I would have had to know that it was disconnected.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't actually know what's here. I just saw on the map that there's this house here, and I was curious, so I forced you to come here.
That's quite the beard you've got there, Mr. Mage. See, a bent, aging man with a scraggly beard and few teeth. Dogs are at my doorstep, yapping at my heels. No way to ignore them. Just pretend that they are eels. Names I'm always thinking. Names I always see. Have you any inkling what they seem to mean? No. I hear you have a question. I'm here to answer some. If I may make suggestions, please ask another one. I have nice reagents, also wondrous spells. If you need a magic book, those I also sell.
Seems kind of important.
The mention of business brings the senile man to his senses momentarily, but none of you has a spell book.
Well, that's why you can buy a spell book from him.
Apparently I can. But thou cannot afford a spell book, you poor beggar! I see that they are going. I'm sure they will return, for if they lack the knowing, there always need to learn. That's funny, because I don't think there's anywhere for us to return to. I don't think there's going to be anybody here on this island. Watch this guy manage to kill me. Oh. You committed murder for no reason. Da, da.
I think you mean for Lord British, given the music.
The music is proof positive that was a good thing to do.
Yep.
He didn't yell thief or anything. He doesn't seem to mind my stealing his skiff. I'm gonna run your skiff aground. I hope that's fine. You see a tall, delicate-looking female. Her smile puts you at ease. Hello, milady. Welcome to my home. Her eyes are as blue as the ocean, and her movements as rhythmic as the tide. The tide, not rhythmic. What can I do for you? My father chose an ancient word for my name, but he never told it to me, so I can't tell you what it is. It means the cool breeze after a storm has passed. Marnie. It is in a poem. It is in a poem. My mother wrote to him when they first. I can't read. The problem with the games where you have to read a lot is that I can't read. If I could read.
That is a slight problem, yes.
She grabs a locket that hangs around her neck and opens it. Inside is a folded piece of cloth with words printed on it. She begins to read. At first we met and dark clouds gathered, the thunder sounding in your approach. Then comes the storm of our hearts pounding, and in the end, the Marnie's touch. Great, thank you.
The Marnie's touch, huh?
You heard me. My mother gave me this just before she was taken by those evil men. Whoa.
Wow.
My mother
escalated quickly.
Yeah, that escalated quickly. My mother told me to give it to father when he returned from the sea. Yorl gave it back to me after he was killed. Wow, Yorl gave it back to you after Yorl was killed? How do you do that? She rubs her nose with the knuckle of her hand. He was punched in the face like this! I cannot see why those beasts would kill him, but perhaps it was just unfortunate. Still, I can't see why he was at the inn that late. Oh, you're... Okay. Okay, you're the daughter of one of those Ons, the On that had the rune. Had he been drinking, Yorl would have been with him. I'm sorry for our town. You see, my father was the caretaker of the runestone. After he died, we had no way of finding out where he put it. I'm thinking about the poem. It would probably be... Certainly you can look at it. She hands the tiny cloth to you. Looking at it, you discover that she has read only the first verse of the poem. Aha. The second reads, If I should leave and you are lonely, remember where my love is kept, inside a basket made of promise. You'll find my dreams of us have slept. So, inside a basket made of promise. A basket? I have one in my hope chest. Feel free to look for yourself.
In her hope chest.
I'm sorry
Promise.
that I wept.
Hope.
It is not your fault that I wept. Goodbye. Yep. You find a book, The Rune of Sexuality, and a basket. Wow. Wow.
Nice.
Okay.
She just has every... Yeah, so, okay.
Well, that was easy. I'm going to go ahead and check off the rune for sexuality. That was, it's a good get right there. I don't really need to steal your basket, so I'm going to go ahead and drop that back where I found it. Okay, I'm going to drop that on the ground right here. Just throw it. Thanks for the rune, Idjit. That was weird. That was, like, genuinely strange. Well, I think that's a perfect time for the midstream break, because I just got something that was supposed to have been lost, and it was not lost at all. It was just in a basket.
Well, the basket was made of promise. I'm not 100% sure you should just discard it, but anyway. Midstream break time.
There's always this very long time of, like, you just wander around and discover things, but then this is the sixth one. Like, I've had some forewarning at this point, I think. You know? You'd think at some point I would be like, well, I guess I should go in expecting it, huh? Don't act so surprised. Well, we got everything we could possibly need in this town, so to hell with it. Okay, this is Waxing Crescent. No.
No. It's Waning Gibbous. The shadow is a waxing crescent.
Yes. Oh, God. Waning Gibbon. Okay. Shrine Waning Gibbon. Now we attempt not to die. I said we attempt not to die.
The good thing is the Lord British will just completely heal you.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Nistul. Hast thou gone to the Lyceum and shown Mariah the book? 'Tis most important. There's naught else I can... Yeah, I know. I'm solving other problems. How many innocents have you accidentally disposed of so far, asks Dan. In the real timeline, only one. There's only one innocent death on my conscience, so pretty good, really. Okay, where are we now? Swampy hellhole. So the Yahweasel tradition, kill one innocent civilian per game, says chat. You only get one, so you'd better make it count. What is this? Thou dost see a main gash. Okay. I remember main gashes from the previous Vidya game. A horsery! No response? Why will this horse not speak to me?
You have at least one horse that you know will speak to you, so why won't this one?
Yeah, exactly. The only horse I have met before this point in the game would speak to me. So what's with this horse? Now that's interesting RPG problems. Sorry, I let your horse inside. I don't know. No one is in this town. What the hell? I let your horse out, sorry. I didn't technically steal the horse, so I think it's fine. That's certainly one of the faces of that. You've got one of those faces. You see a doddering old woman. Who are you and what do you want? Speak up. Speak up. I don't know how to feel about the fact that worked.
Interesting.
I don't think that the exclamation
Probably
points are
just
all caps.
repeating.
Yeah, exactly.
By the way, I'm more and more convinced that the moon phases are accurate to the position of the sun in this game.
Neat. My name's Tabatha, but you can call me ma'am, youngster. Oh, her name is Tobatha. Okay.
Huh.
That's better. Now, what did you want? That's ma'am to you, youngster. Respect your elders. Speak up.
I know what you were about to write.
Job? I'm a mender of the inflicted. If I weren't, why would you be here? I'm not inflicted currently. Now stop this foolishness and tell me what you want, youngster. I have to speak up to leave? Not so much as a thank you. Well, that's kids today for ye. No matters the lot of them. Manners. You know, I think you might be right. I think I might have no manners. She's definitely got selective hearing, says Dan. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes, that is a truth. No one is in this town. What the hell? It's like noon. Where is everyone? I think I'm basically leaving town at this point. Once again, I have no idea what town I'm in because no one will tell me what town I'm in. But this time it's because I don't even know, like, where to ask. Now, the horseria last time, was it intrinsic? Not that that necessarily means anything. Hello. You heard me, Spec Lad. The horseria. Are you claiming not to understand what horseria means? Seems pretty obvious to me. Well, I found the rune. See the rune of Anor. It weighs 0.1 stones.
If you remember where Anor was, then you'd also know where you are.
Okay. Well, that was pretty easy. Got that. Yeah, it's a pizza place that offers horse meat, says Specklad. Welcome to the horseria. Dan actually came to the same conclusion. You know that aria is not, like, pizza-specific, right? I don't know why I keep talking to guards. ACAB.
AGAB.
AGAB. Assigned guard at birth. Oh!
Huh. That explains a lot.
This actually did let me do that. I really shouldn't do, for example... Get out of my way. Get. Thank you. Huh. Well...
What a surprise. That is a bloody mess.
I don't know what I was expecting. I guess that.
You successfully turned
YOLO.
YOLO into a bloody mess.
Good for me. And good for YOLO, too, really. It's Zoltan again.
Yeah.
I am still Zoltan, the king of the gypsies.
Well, he is the king of gypsies, so he wanders.
I guess. YOLO living up to his namesake, says Dan and Chad. He did only live once. Well, no, that's not true, because I'm restored. Karina. You see a gypsy girl poised on the verge of womanhood. Yeah, okay, I guess the gypsies just do actually wander. Fair enough. Dang it. You see a balding but distinguished man. Welcome, Avatar. Oops. We had a good conversation. Good afternoon, Avatar. Return again when thou hast more time to chat. I am Lord Whitsaber, mayor of this honorable town. What town? Tell me. Every citizen of this fine nameless town strives every day to be an example, a living example of honor.
I'm going to talk about this town a lot. I'm just not going to tell you what town it is.
You're not allowed to know what it is. Of course, thy own example guides us all, Avatar. Where am I? I think I bought an Avatar. The mantra of Anor? Let me think. Oh, yes, I remember now. It's some... So now, for both sexuality and honor, I know both the mantra and the, and I have the rune. I beg thy pardon? What is the name of this town? I am Lord Whitsaber.
Makes sense.
We had a good conversation. I mean, it's good how much I can learn without knowing where the hell I am. See a mysterious gypsy woman wearing an Ankh pendant. I'm sure our paths will cross again and all that. Yeah. They really do just go wandering around. Ah, here's the actual... Okay, I went into the stables. This is the actual horseria. You see a tall, muscular man with a solemn look on his face. That's solemn, huh? The solemn look of being constipated.
Welcome, my lady. What can I do for you? My name is Harold. Horseshoes are my living.
Oh, not horses? What?
Cost you 2 gold for the horseshoes.
Well, I am a horse, so...
Huh.
So I... What? Well, I have some horseshoes now.
You can buy horseshoes.
Purrs! Oh, this is... Oh, the dog is owned by the Roma.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm attempting to be, like, 1% less racist than this game.
Yes.
Hey, YOLO, I've got a fun game for you. Hey, Shamino, I've got a fun game for you. Hey, Dupre, I've got a fun game for you. Oh, that was fun. Can you make YOLO wear horseshoes? Asks Specklad in chat. The question is, can I make myself wear horseshoes? Cares about... Wait, where are the horseshoes? Oh, right there. Damn. How to turn your team into tomato sauce in 3 easy steps, is Dan in chat. But this is old world styly game, so it's not tomato sauce. It's like red pepper sauce or something.
Peppers are also New World stuff, I believe.
Chili peppers are definitely New World, but are bell peppers New World? For some reason.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I guess bell peppers and chili peppers are definitely related. And also, they wouldn't be called peppers if they were Old World.
Exactly.
So
they are common, and chili peppers are common in Southeast Asia nowadays, but I don't know.
They are. So chili peppers are definitely New World. That I'm certain of. But for some reason in my head, I thought the bell peppers weren't. But just the sheer fact that they're called peppers proves that is false. Because pepper just means hot thing.
In fact, the only one I'm not sure about. So the nightshade related veggies are pretty common. The tomatoes, potatoes, peppers, and eggplants. Eggplants are the only ones I'm not sure about, but I could believe they're also from the New World.
RPG plus. Get out of... You know what? I don't even need you to get out of the door, do I? I guess I can't. Yeah, okay. You know what? So we know that this is the Honor Town. And I'm
Eggplants were originally domesticated in Southeast Asia.
Well, would you look at that? I don't even need to leave this room. I'll just leave it leave it the weird way. Back in the old world, we just ate rocks covered in paint. We didn't have the education to distinguish the difference, says Dan in chat. I mean, I pretty much believe you. Shrine. Full moon. I should probably know everybody's health to choose who will guard. Does not matter. Everybody has food. We're still alive, technically. Why wasn't 8 hours enough time to turn it to day? It looks like it turned to just barely night. I only have 5 torches. Oh, no, don't do that. Just don't do any of these things. If I had magical light, I could use that, but nobody's willing to teach me magic. Or the one person who could have taught me magic isn't willing to sell me a book because I'm poor. Try not to step in the poison, thank you. That looks pretty safe. Good. Perfect. Join me. Everyone, wander into the blade. Do it. Join me in the blade. Sorry, I just, you know, intrusive thoughts.
In this game, intrusive thoughts can be played out.
Just had an intrusive thought about the blade, and there I was. There I was, intruding into the blade. So this is a woodsman of some description. Your town sucks. It's covered in poison and garbage. Okay, I guess that actually isn't poison, because you just stepped in it. So what is it? Wet earth. Okay. The blade exfoliates and mutilates, says Dad in chat. Our new 7-blade system. The first blade cuts, the second blade exfoliates, the third blade mutilates, and then you just repeat. It's just those 3 things over and over again. What can I say? Menhoff Reefer.
Says M-U-D? Mudfish? R-O... something road, I think.
Okay, so just
Mudfish
the name
road,
of a road.
maybe?
Which
I don't think
unfortunately
that's
means...
an F, actually, but maybe, I don't know. I'll check.
This is quite the poisonous
Oh,
place.
it is an F, okay. It looks like I was completely right.
You truly chose the shittiest place to live here, woodsman. And you're still asleep. I'm just gonna stand here and stare at you. It's too bad Lord British didn't use the standard galactic alphabet for this game, points out Speclad. Very true.
Very true.
Wake up! We're just standing out here waiting to talk to you. Oh, you woke up. He's a farmer, huh? You 100% certain of that?
Certainly got a chubbiness to him.
You see a plump blonde man with curly blonde hair and a cheerful blonde face.
Hello, hello! What can I do for you this morning?
What can I do for you this blonde morning, I think?
This blonde morning? My name's Blonde Aaron. I run the sawmill, and therefore I'm a farmer. Is there anything I can do for thee? I need some wood. No, I don't. So, I guess I'm just gonna mark this as sawmill for lack of anything else to, What's the mantra of the sawmill? Beg pardon? Where's the rune of the sawmill? Beg pardon? Yes, I saw logs into boards. My mill makes smooth boards and planks out of rough-cut logs. Very exciting. I'm sure if I knew the right thing to tell him, or to ask him... Dang it. Yep, okay, good, and commit murder. Oh, failed! Oh, didn't fail. Okay, there we go. Well, that's another way to murder!
Huh.
It's shocking how he just kind of let us do that. He didn't particularly seem intent on stopping us from pushing him into the blades. Maybe he desired death. What can I say? Okay. I do need to get the map. I need to have the map.
Are you asking me to send you the map?
I'm sure I have the map somewhere. I'm unsure that I have the map somewhere. Ultima VI map. Basically, I just need to remember where the Lyceum is. Because it is, yeah, it's the same map as ever before. Oh, the Lyceum is on that island. Okay, so it's north of Moonglow. Okay. Luckily, I know where Moonglow is. Yes, something about a book, which I wrote B-O-D-K to mean book.
Huh.
Okay, Moonglow is 2 north, 2 west. But it's north of Moonglow, so I don't actually want to go into Moonglow, I just want to go north. Well, no, I don't. I want to find a road. A sensible person would follow a road instead of just wandering into the middle of nowhere. Okay, I found a road north.